and welcome to Sober Bliss with me, Gail. Today I'd like to talk to you about what it means to me to be a sober mum. And I talk and write about this a lot because since stopping drinking, it's been one of the huge differences that I've noticed. And the Sober Bliss program is designed especially for mums because I know what it's like to be on both sides of the scale, you know, the side when you're stuck and you can't get out, and then where I am now, being a sober mum, which is why I help a lot of mums to get to the place where they want to be. It wasn't always like that though. As you know, my drinking got pretty bad about 5 years ago before I stopped, and I was, you know, like all the other mums really. I used to laugh at all of the cards and things that were aimed at mums, you know, the mummy needs wine culture, but deep down I didn't really like it. I didn't like how it made me feel, and I didn't like the fact that I felt I needed wine or beer to be a parent. You know, parenting is a really tough job. Being a mum is hard work, and I believe that drinking makes it even harder. I didn't like the fact that I wasn't there for my kids, you know, in the mornings, for example. I would be hungover or ill, and all the promises that we'd made them the day before would go out the window because I was in bed. So they'd be plonked in front of the TV when we should have been out doing something fun and interesting. I didn't like the fact that my behaviour was a bit erratic around them, you know, at home when I was drinking. Everything was a bit chaotic. And the kids, they didn't like it. They didn't know where they stood. One minute it was all fun and jokey and laughing, and then the next minute I would probably shout at them or snap at them for no reason. That made me really sad and regretful and guilty, and I didn't want to be in that place anymore. I wanted to be the mum that I'd always promised myself that I would be. So here I am now, about a year and a bit after stopping drinking. So what's changed for me then? What does it mean to me to be a sober mum? The first thing I would say is that everything is just a lot calmer. My children can rely on me now. You know, I'm their mum. Kids need consistency, and they've got that now. There's no more, I don't know, letting them get away with stuff one minute and then shouting at them the next, and them not understanding why they could do one thing one day but they couldn't do it the next day. Because when you're drinking or hungover, your judgment is all clouded. You're not thinking straight, and that was certainly the case with me. So yeah, they can rely on me now. I'm a lot more patient with them. I'm there for them in the mornings now. You know, I get up before they do. I help them get their things ready for school, make sure they have a proper breakfast. It might seem a little thing, but in the past when I was drinking, I would be, you know, hungover probably, and I would stay in bed until the last minute. And then it would be a big rush to get to school. I'd be shouting at them, I'd be grumpy. Maybe I would forget the snack that they needed, or they wouldn't have a proper breakfast. But now that's all gone, and everything, as I say, is a lot more calmer. They can rely on me to be their mum. Another benefit I've found of being a sober mum is that I don't scare them with my erratic behaviour. You know, obviously we change the drunker that we become, and the kids didn't like that. They didn't like how I would be mum one minute and then maybe this strange person the next, falling over. My words would be slurred. You know, all of the routines that we had in place would go out the window. So maybe they wouldn't have a bath at the proper time. Maybe I wouldn't give them a bath at all. Tea, perhaps would be something just thrown together. But now, as I talked about before, the consistency, we do everything when we're supposed to do it, and it might sound really boring, but it's just brilliant. Everything is just runs how it's supposed to run. There's no nasty surprises, there's no chaos, and kids need that, calm and consistency. Another thing I would say, which is important, is that I'm there for them when they need me. In terms of, I've got a teenager and a 9-year-old, and they're two different challenges. If you've got teenagers yourself, then you know that you need your wits about you to cope with that. I've never had one before, so I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. But at least I'm present, and I'm clear-headed, and I'm focused. And my kids know that if they need to talk to me about anything, then it's the real me that they're talking to. If something happens, I don't fly off the handle anymore. Like I said, I listen to them, and I try and give them as best advice as I can, and I help them as best that I can. And it's all real, and it's all me. I'm far, far from perfect, but at least my judgment isn't clouded. Everything's clear and well thought through, and yeah, I make mistakes, but at least they're my genuine mistakes. They're not fueled by alcohol. And for me personally, I would say the biggest benefit of being a sober mum is the fact that I'm not missing out on them anymore. As you know, kids grow up so fast, and I'm extremely grateful and thankful every single day that I am present in their lives. I'm not missing out on their milestones or the important moments in their life. I'm not missing out on their happy occasions. I help them through the struggles that they might have. And it's all genuine and real, and I missed probably a good few years of my oldest son growing up. I don't remember a lot of it, which I feel really sad and shameful about, and I don't want to miss any more of their lives. So being sober gives me that gift, if you like, of being present in their lives, and to me that is the most important thing. I don't want to miss another moment of them growing up. Being a mum is hard work, and like I said at the start of the video, I believe that if you're drinking, it makes it harder. It's relentless anyway. It's like you're on call 24/7. And actually that's another thing I should mention, that being a sober mum is brilliant. In the middle of the night when one of your kids gets sick, you can look after them properly. There's nothing worse than having a baby or a toddler or a child who's ill in the night, and you have to clean up vomit or diarrhea or both or worse, when you're not feeling 100% yourself. And it used to worry me as well that if anything serious happened, then I wouldn't be in a fit state to look after them properly, which is just so bad when you think about it. Your kids need you all the time, and being sober allows you to do that. So yeah, it is a full-time job, as you know. It is hard, and without alcohol though, it's a lot easier. I would say the only thing that makes parenting for me manageable and possible and enjoyable, the only thing is not drinking at all. If you're stuck in the cycle as I was, you might find that impossible or hard to believe. We do believe that we deserve wine or beer or whatever to relax us as a reward. But as you know, the cycle just goes on and on and on, and you become to rely on it, and you just feel worse every single day. When you remove it, It might be tough in the beginning, but the more clarity you get, the more confidence you get, the better you feel about yourself, then you will become a better parent, I believe. That's certainly been the case for me. And I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't swap the difficult bits. You know, I wouldn't want to numb them out anymore, because the more you get through them, the stronger you become, and you learn from them. And your kids appreciate you being there for them. If you are looking at this and you want to be in the same place as I am now, or you know, if you're stuck in the cycle and you don't know how to get out, then I would love you to get in touch. Let me help you become the mum that you've always wanted to be. I just can't stress enough how much easier it is to be a mum without alcohol. And if you need help, then reach out. I'm here for you, because it's just the best feeling in the world, and I want to help you get where I am today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped gain a bit of perspective on what it's really like to be a sober mum. And don't forget to leave a like below if you enjoyed this video, and if you have a question, if you need some help, do get in touch and sign up to the newsletter to be kept up to date with more videos and more blog posts and regular help, tips and advice. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.